All right. Mike got louder since I left. Well, the train doesn't stop rolling there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you remember, there were 2 winners of that last comic standing. And in case you forgot, the other boy's name was Ben Boult!
I'm Ben, or Benjamin, if you're my mother and you're angry at me. I just turned 18, so that means that I had to register with the Selective Service, which means that if there ever is a real war, that they can make me be a soldier now. And it occurred to me then that I'm a pussy. Because the thought of being in a war terrifies me. If I were ever a soldier, I would need to be a sniper, not because it's cool, but just because it's a little less scary. If I were in Lord of the Rings, I would be an archer. If I were in caveman times, I would be a woman. Because I don't fuck with woolly mammoths. That's a policy of mine. No, but I realized that I'm just a pussy the other day. I was walking down the street, and it was 3 p.m., middle of, it's daylight, and I see a guy just stealing a bike. He's got his fucking bolt cutters out just in the middle of the day, and I'm thinking, and it occurs to me then that I'm not going to do anything about it. Because I can't very well go up to him and, excuse me, sir, I believe that belongs to someone else. And I'm not, help, someone can someone deal with this? And I'm sure as hell not going to fight him for someone else's bike. I just, sorry? I'm a freshman, if you didn't hear. Oh, yes. I'm not going to fight him, is where I was. Because he might have a knife, and I've decided to make the majority of the decisions in my life based on whether the people I'm going to piss off might have knives. And it's worked out for me pretty well so far. No stabbing. And I'm very grateful that I'm living a life where I can reasonably assume that I'm never going to be tortured. Because torture would just be super duper effective on me. Let me tell you. I would tell you any national secret that I knew in a fucking heartbeat. I would compliment your outfit and do sexual favors for you. I would make shit up about, and I would make up national. Did you hear that? I heard Obama has crabs. Yeah, and I just found this out the other day. There are over 800,000 people in the United States with top secret security clearance. 800 fucking thousand. That's amazing. I don't feel like you can really call it top secret if the entire population of Baltimore might know about it. And is there like a medium secret security clearance where they're like, all right, we're gonna tell you, and we would really prefer that you didn't tell anyone else. But if you get really drunk or you think it's going to get you laid, you can tell like a few people. And human beings are just we're just instinctively terrible secret keepers. And the thing is, we believe, when we tell someone we're not going to tell a secret, we believe it, and then as soon as we leave the room, we tell someone, because we have nothing better to talk about. We have nothing better to talk about, ever. Can you believe, shit used to matter. When people would say, how was your day? That used to mean something, because 100 years ago, your day might have meant that your family died of the plague. But now it's just nothing. We have nothing. We're conditioned so that we're just living. There's nothing going on. We're just, and so we talk about the weather. And even that used to mean something. If it was raining, you got to eat crops this month. But now we just talk about it so that we have something other than the fact that we all hate and want to fuck each other. And oh my God, the way we say goodbye, we just make shit up. We just make up some reason to leave all the time. I never tell them. I'm always like, oh, it was so nice seeing you, but I have to study for a midterm in my room now. I'll catch you later. What I really meant was, I have nothing else to say to you, so I'm gonna go to my room and jerk off and look at the ceiling for a while, and then maybe take a nap. I love naps. Gotta say that I love naps. Well, actually, no, I love short naps. Because I hate those fucking long naps where you like wake up like 2 hours late and you're like half schizophrenic and you don't know if it's like noon or like 1996. And you're fucking like, there's that eerie light outside where you don't know what, it could be any time of day right now. And you fucking like, you don't know what you should be doing now or what meal comes next, so you just jerk off again. And sometimes I just find myself jerking off. Seriously, I didn't make the decision to do it. It just happened. I'm sitting here doing my homework, and the next thing I know, fucking, I have 20 tabs of porn open and my pants are off. I feel like the guy from Memento. And everyone always, I love jerking off, I gotta say. And everyone always is like, man, like, you should try to have sex more. Like, sex is awesome. Sex is so much better than jerking off. Like, okay, I think, okay, sex feels better. But when I'm done jerking off, I can just close my computer. I don't have to talk to it. I can look up funny stuff on the internet or play video games. I can even jerk off again. But and the best part is that when I'm done jerking off, I don't have to say something nice to my computer to make it feel like it did a good job. And the time in a boy's life when he realizes what masturbation is, it's not as cool as you might think. You'd think it would be awesome, but you wake up. I mean, you're just in your basement one day and you're watching Rudy, and you start touching yourself, and then you had your first orgasm, and it's cool. But so by the way, there's not a single scene in Rudy that I can justify masturbating to, so I apologize. That is what it was. So now you know. Yeah, and it's not even a good orgasm. You have like a leg cramp, and you're ashamed, and you feel guilty, and you're hungry. But at least you know what you're going to be doing with the rest of your time from now on. Let me see. Oh yeah, do you guys ever fantasize about terrorists? Oh no, not in a sexual way, not in a sexual way. I remember when I was in 8th grade, I used to just like fantasize that I'd be in class one day and I'd fantasize that I would go to the bathroom and then I'd come back to find that a bunch of armed terrorists had taken over my classroom. They took over a classroom, and one of them has their back to me, so I jump up on his back and I like steal his gun and I shoot him in the head and like kill all the other terrorists, and then everyone loves me and my hot French teacher shows me her boobs or something. And that was cool, but then I realized now that I'm older is that there's a very real difference between how I imagine that I would perform in a fight and how I actually do. Because, real fights, they aren't cool. It's just like two guys, like, breathing really hard and in like one wrestling to give the other one like some sort of semi-homoerotic submission. And they don't like, there's no resolution. The guy who's losing just is angry. And he's on the bottom, and the guy on top's like, are you done? Like, are you done? Are you gonna relax now? And the guy on the bottom, or as I like to call him, me, is like, yeah. But all I'm thinking is like, I'm gonna rub my dick in your food later. Don't you hate when you wake up next to a hooker, and she's dead? Let me just say. Our arms are fucking assholes. They're just dicks. I hate arms. Because you're walking along, you got everything going in the direction you want to be going, except your arms. They're going any direction that they want, and then you start thinking, you get self-conscious, you're like, I look stupid doing this. So you start doing it less, and then you're like, oh, this isn't enough arms. And you look around and everyone's fucking doing this thing, and it looks stupid. But that's not even the worst part of arms. The worst part of arms is clearly the fucking armpit. It's called the armpit, and it's right next to your face. You can't even, either way you turn, there's fucking one of them yelling at you. And they smell like shit, and they look like a vagina from the 60s. And they give Europeans and women something else they have to shave. I want a girlfriend with no arms at all. Because then she can't give me a hand job. I hate hand jobs. They're terrible. They're just, you know, like if getting head is third base, then getting a hand job is like scoring on a sacrifice fly. They're awkward for her, they're boring for you. Are you supposed to like say something? You're supposed to talk to her while it's going on? Like, why are you doing something that I'm an expert at? The whole point of us hooking up is that you have other places to put it, you know? You know when you're having sex with like a really hot chick, and then you wake up? That sucks. You know what else sucks? Life fucking sucks. Life sucks so much that when something shitty happens, we just say, that's life. You know? When something awesome happens, we're never like, that's life, man. Like, hey Joe, I won the fucking lottery. That's life. You know, Frank, a bus full of hookers broke down in front of my house last night in a rainstorm. Oh, that's just life, man. That sucks. And the worst part of life is fucking Sundays. Sundays suck. Sundays suck so much that they close everything just to remind you how much it sucks. Like, this is the day that I would get shit done. I have time and a little bit of energy, and all you can do is sit at home and think about how everything is closed. And if you're a Christian, you have to you gotta miss football, and if you're a kid, there's no fucking cartoons for you today. That was yesterday, man. Today you gotta think about how shitty the rest of your week is gonna be. Alright, thank you guys, you've been great.